I have central heating. Most houses do. I mean, not all still. Certainly central heating when I was a child wasn't terribly common. It was being put in new houses, but older houses. But the thing is, this is my heating. There we go. That's my boiler. And that heats hot water. It's gas red. You'll have to look at this one because everything else is covered in shit. And it runs hot water around. And that's the piping. Now, because this house was done, was completely refurbished about 10 years ago, all those pipes are under the floor. We don't have... That's our heating, and most houses are in the UK like that. There were some of the local houses, social housing was built with that hot air ducting stuff because my ex-mother-in-law had it, and it was awful. It made her so unwell, and they removed it. It was really expensive. They had to keep it running virtually all the time because as soon as you turned it off, the place got cold, just like little fan heaters. You can buy fan heaters, and they're great, and you turn them off, and 10 minutes later, the room's bloody freezing because they don't warm up the walls or the structure, it seems. So we do have them, but equally, these are my windows. Now, this is a listed building, grade 2, which means we can't alter the exterior. So there's a lot of houses. I mean, in this place, it would take so much upheaval to fit. You couldn't fit window units, obviously, because you couldn't put them in the windows, because you're not allowed to do that. I don't know how it would work. I mean, these walls are solid. So it'd all have to go through the floor. And then we'd have jolly great big ducts running up. But these walls are absolutely solid. There's nowhere in the wall to put anything. It's brick all the way through. You'd have to rip up the floors. You'd have to run ducting under the floors. Then you'd have to put pipes, I presume, run them up the wall. It would just be such a fuss. And I suspect that you're thinking of, central heating. I think you've got the things where they're both, aren't they? Because you've got like fan heaters in the skirting board that I'm not quite sure how it works. But we don't have that. So the two systems would be completely separate.